Hello Twitch, hello YouTube once again. We have another 2v2 game for you. We've already had one 1v1 game today, and now we're on to the 2v2 game. This time it's Rayho. Oh, excuse me, slight frog in my throat there. Rayho, Favzy Mohd, Samantha and Harry Bayley. They've just got into game, so let's go and have a look. Okay, so HAMALAMS and Samosaur, that's Harry and Samantha playing Cho'Gath and Ash. From their match history, Sam has been playing quite a bit of Ash in this 2v2 tournament. Harry hasn't been playing, I don't think he's played Cho. We certainly haven't seen a Cho and Ash matchup. On the opposite side, Rayho as chaostycoon playing Cassiopeia, and Zerodus that's Favzy Mohd as the Ari. So let's have a very quick glance at everyone's runes and masteries. Cho'Gath first of all. We have hybrid pen marks, ability power quintessences, armor seals, and flat magic resist glyphs. Masteries 2190, so AP Cho, not much in the defensive tree there, but his ruptures are gonna stink. Let's go back and let's have a look at Samantha. Runes, I think we can probably guess. Attack damage over lifesteal, and armor pen over attack damage in the marks. Flat magic resist, flat armor elsewhere. Masteries, yep, 2163, a slight variation on the standard AD carry build, taking the extra 3 points in mana regen. That's not going to give her vet scars, that's not going to give her the extra points in hardiness and resistance, though she does have the extra point in Summoner's Resolve to make that barrier a little bit stronger. Over to the purple team then, and Rayho on Cassiopeia. Runes, ability power quintessences, magic pen marks, mana regen per level seals, and flat AP glyphs. A very offensive build there, no defenses in the runes whatsoever, but he is going to be able to put down a lot of damage with those with those mana regen seals, as cast does go through quite a bit. And then 2181 in the defensive tree there. Interestingly, 21 there, but not gone into execution, or opting to take some of the extra. I'm not quite sure how that hasn't gone into executioner, but it hasn't. Anyway, 30 seconds left, so we'll quickly have a look at Zerodus. So on Ari here, both of them playing AP, which is quite interesting to see. Ability power quintessences, magic pen marks, ability power, flat ability power seals, and flat ability power glyphs. That's a lot of ability power. Again, both of them running very, very squishy pages. 2109, again, another very squishy page. The extra point runic affinity there is not really necessary for this game, but taking the mana regen. So they're going to be looking to put down a lot of abilities a lot of the time and try and poke down. But if Cho'Gath lands that rupture and Ash can get a few good shots on, particularly if he can volley both of them, they're going to take a lot of damage, as they are both playing extremely squishy. Okay, so as you can see, we are in champion loading screen now. No skin so far. Rayho and Rayho there is cast. Excuse me a second. That just fell off. Oh well. Sorry about that. So, Cho'Gath, Ash, Cassiopeia, Ari. This should be interesting. It's all going to be down on whether Ari can land that taunt on Ash. With the amount of damage that Ray and Favzy have got here, they're going to be able to nuke down Ash pretty damn quickly. On the flip side, if Harry is able to land that rupture on either of them, Ash is going to absolutely melt either of those two squishy APs.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Arrive in the lane. We can see that Harry on Cho has gone for the Doran's Ring 2 health pots, so wondering if he's going to be trying to take some CS to keep his mana up, because obviously he's got Cho's passive and then of course the passive of Doran's Ring. Ash unsurprisingly going for the Doran's Blade. On the other side, Rayho has gone for the exact same as Cho, Doran's Ring, 2 pots. Shouldn't be difficult for him to get
30
CS
seconds until minions
all of
spawn.
Cass's abilities. However, this early in the game, Cass is going to go through mana very quickly. Okay, that's a Rupture landed, and you can already see how costly Rupture actually is. But a fair chunk of damage put down onto the Ari there. Ari entering lane with Crystalline Flask, and that is 1 health pot, 2 mana pot, so going full
Minions
sustain
have
there.
spawned.
No extra damage, but we have already seen the runes and masteries that she's got a lot of damage, and very, very little sustain, and very, very little resistances. HAMALAMS getting back into lane very quickly there, recalled just at the right time. A very good call to go back and get that mana back that he very desperately needs. You have to remember, of course, that Rupture, that's 90 mana and chose base here, including all the masteries and everything else he's got. It's 245. So a lot of money already. That's less than half, just down to 2 Ruptures. But he has landed all 3 Ruptures that he's done so far. It's a very good start for Ray. How much damage Rainbow has already taken. First pot already being used. And that's the second pot, so that's Ray's, both of Ray's pots now. He's got no more health sustain from this, and he's going to be relying on the Doran. Ash landing another volley. As I say, already you can see how not having any resistances is really doing a lot of damage to Ray Beasley. Ari. But Ash playing relatively safe, going in when the Ruptures are landed. Raymond not doing great with trying to apply damage with his abilities. Another chance. Ray is now reasonably low on mana already. There's the Crystalline Flask popped by. Actually, sorry, no, that was the mana pot popped by. Ray relatively low on both health and mana. He really hasn't got much to show for the amount of mana he's used. There's a different engage there. A lot of damage, and show the Ignite is going to get first blood. Very good Rupture, very good nearly landing the Rupture once again. They're going for the rest of this game 1 kill up. They just need 1 more kill, and with the CB2 it's first to 2 kills, along with the 100 CS and along with the Now, Favzy and Ray are in real trouble here. They're behind on CS, really well behind CS. Of course, they're now getting killed. Zerdus is still not able to land that charm. As I said at the start of this game, this is all going to be down to whether Favzy can land that charm on Ash, and the 2 of them can nuke her down before she has a chance to escape. So far, not seeing any of that happening. As we can also see by the CS, Ash didn't manage to get that silence. That's a lot of damage done once again. Actually managing to get the and he lands another Rupture there from Harry. He's getting those Ruptures down really well. Ray has come back with more pots, didn't have enough gold for another Dorans or any other items. He's only got 8 CS. As I say, if you look at how much mana he's got, and think about how much damage he's done to the other 2 champs, along with the amount of CS that he's got, he really has nothing to show for the amount of mana that he's spent. So far this game looks very, very one-sided. Another volley landed. Zerdus again, not landing that charm. But even if he does right now, Raymond doesn't have the mana to block really. in there, but really isn't doing a lot to Flash right now. She is able to sustain it straight back up with the Dons. What's interesting to see though is Harry actually Charm landed, so it was on the Cho rather on Ash. We don't really able to do as much damage to them, though Cho isn't particularly its tanky build. Favzy is now going to use this opportunity to go back. So another Rupture landed. Rupture, and that's going to drop them. Back. Another volley landed from Ash, and now Favzy really has to leave. If Ash was level 6 right now, which she must be getting close to, she might be able to get the kill on Favzy there, but obviously she doesn't know where he is, he's back in base. We'll see what Favzy buys. That's 2 Dorans. He's actually sold his crystalline flask in order to buy 2 Dorans. And he also comes back with landing the Rupture and the volley. He's going to have to use Flash. Ray's Flash is now down. He's just got the barrier up. Blue side choosing to use this opportunity to go back whilst the minions are pushed, and Ray, you know that Ray is also going to be forced to go back as well. Are we now desperately trying to get some CS to make up the disadvantage that they've got? That's purple side on 30. Purple side on 29, whereas Cho has 31. Cho has more farm than purple side put together right now. It can't be wrong now. There Ashes against M6. Are we going to see a play by the blue team now that Ash has warmed up? I would guess the next time Harry manages to land a Rupture, they may, on the other hand, Ash may go for the arrow first, allowing Harry enough time to land that perfect Rupture. Harry is also representing. I don't think he's going to use his ult on a minion to get that health. He's going to wait because he knows that he's going to if he can land the Rupture, Ash is going to there's the arrow, there's the and he's going to and there we are. Yes, saves for the fight. Exactly.
A summoner has disconnected.
Well
A summoner has disconnected.
This game 1-0 up.
A summoner has disconnected. A summoner has disconnected.
Whilst we go out the game, I'm just going to respond to some comments. Snowman Drew clearly rooting for Samantha and Harry in this game. And Milo talking about sound. Yeah, I seem to have sorted out sound when I'm on my own, because it's just me going to the volumes and making sure I turn them down every time, because every time it resets I have to do it. It's when bringing someone else in. But if it's semi loud, then turn it down slightly. Yeah, the thing is, every time the game closes, the volume is reset, so it will go back to max the next time it's open. Okay, so they're in Champion Select at the moment, so we should be able to join them in just a second. Oh, excuse me, I'm losing my voice this time round. Interesting stuff in the chat there. I'm not sure how to respond to it, so I'm going to choose not to respond to it. That seems like the best thing to do. I've been told by Theo that the guy at the back of the Victor Splash is Zerat, and the eye thing is in the middle of his Battlecast armour. So presumably this is because Zerat is the next champion, and that's Zerat's presumably that's his Battlecast skin, which will be on release. I don't know. None of this is confirmed. That's just word of mouth from Theo, but take it or leave it. So they are still in Champion Selects. They've just gone into game, so we can join them now in the chat. Okay, a very different kind of setup here. Both teams opting for the AD carry support. That's Rayho as Misfortune, Favzy Mohd as Leona, Harry Bayley as Karma, and Samantha Sai as Ash. Once again, they're still not choosing to ban Ash despite knowing what she's capable of. So let's waste no time and have a look at the runes and masteries. Chaos Tycoon first as Misfortune. Runes. That's attack damage over lifesteal quintessences and attack damage over any other marks there. Flat armor, and what have we got here? Again, 28 attack damage. Flat attack damage glyphs. We're seeing their team go very, very damaging, not taking much resistances, and in that last game it really didn't work for them. It's pretty standard, but 21-5-4, taking the usual points in the offensive tree and getting the extra mana regen along with improved flash in the utility tree. Let's have a look at Zodus Mohd now. We can assume playing Leone is going to be taking a much more tankier build. Armor marks, armor seals, magic resist glyphs, and that's gold per 10 quintessences. Now, gold per 10 quintessences aren't going to help that much in a 1v1. The game isn't long enough for it to really make much of an effect. But I suppose if it's just his generic support page, he's not really going to take anything else. 2-7-21, again, still not opting for the extra defense. It's very interesting that he chose to go with the extra gold at the start, the bonus gold every 10 seconds. He's not looked at changing this mastery page at all, because this really doesn't help it. These 2 points in particular really don't help him in a 1v1 situation, because the game's just not going to go on that long. Again, only 7 points in defense. He's still going to be reasonably squishy. We can assume that Samosaur is taking the exact same runes and masteries on Ash, but let's have a quick look at the Karma. AP, Hybrid Pen, this is the same rune page that he used on Cho'Gath in the last game, and 2190, if I remember correctly, the same mastery page. I'm very surprised that Favzy as Leona is not going for a more tanky build in the masteries there. He's got more armor in with the marks, and that is going to help. But not going the full 21 in the defensive tree is very surprising. So we are about to join them in the game. Looks like no skins again for this game, which, take it or leave it. Whilst we load in, I'll have another look at the chat. No one laughing at Milo's jokes. No one's ever laughed at Milo's jokes last time I checked. Ray giving him a complimentary lol. Yes, because that doesn't sound sarcastic at all. Anyway, enough of that. We're now into the game.
Welcome to Summoner's
Seeing
Rift.
Ash running on the spot foot and Karma doing exactly the same. Clearly a little bit of lag there. Ash coming in with the Doran's Blade, Misfortune coming in with the Doran's Blade, and Harry as Karma, Doran's Ring, and 2 pots. And it doesn't. I know Favzy is just buying now. Obviously, he's got the biscuit and the extra ward because he's taken the 21 points in the utility tree, and that looks like it's going to be cloth 5. In fact, it is cloth 5. That's cloth 5, cloth 6. Obviously, he gets the extra points for the starting gold as well. So 5 health pots and 1 mana pot. Both exchanging pleasantries. Zerodis is going to use that junk ward.
Minions has spawned.
Now the question is whether this game will go. This game is going to go a little differently from last time, as both are playing a bit more sort of traditional support AD carry, whereas last game it was clearly sort of support AD carry on one side and 2 AP burst. Well, not particularly burst. Cassiopeia is more of a sustain. Certainly not until she gets her ultimate. She's particularly burst. But anyway, the game begins. Ash saving that crit for to land the first hit on Ray there, and Ray already down to half health. That's just crit volley. You hear about it all the time in normal games. You know, don't invade. They've got an Ash. You don't want to get hit by crit volley. And right here, you can see Ray down at half health and half mana, thanks to using those Qs. So another volley that hits both this time. Ray now down to a 3rd health already, and they're just being bullied straight out of lane. So the minions are going to push up to tower, so now it's up to Ray to see if he can farm successfully in the tower. He is going to take that Karma Cube, and he's not going to stick around and get hit by the Blighted one. Having to use his mana, that's another volley that he's going to take. He used some mana there, trying to CS on the tower with the double up, but does take the next volley as well. And I'm not sure where the cause of this is coming from. Whether it's bad play on behalf of Ray, or whether I think it's more good play on behalf of Sam and Harry here. That's Favzy going on the offensive, but Ray can't really afford to follow up much on that. Otherwise, he's going to get caught in the crossfire, and Ash is probably going to kill him with a volley. So, blue team being forced to stay back under their turret. I love saying turret line. They're now CS behind, they're XP behind, they're already... apparently Rayho's getting lag spikes, which is one of the causes of his problems here. Now he does seem to be getting... that's Harry there actually offering a restart. He's not going to take the volley this time, but he is going to put down to make it... Now doing very well, and that's how he goes straight in there. He's got on top of Ash. They're not going to get a lot of damage down. Ash, in fact, is going to get a lot more damage down onto them, and Harry followed up straight away, landing a lot of abilities onto Favzy there. Really can't afford to be taking this much damage when Favzy engages. Here we go once again, there's the flash, the barrier's up as well. Favzy goes in to save Ray there, and he has done so successfully, but he's going to take a lot of damage. I think Ray's probably going to be forced to go back now. But this is just going to give... I know he's going to choose to stay, but if he takes one of those volleys, again, very close there. If he takes one more of these volleys, it's likely that he's going to die. But at the moment, Ash and Karma both have a very good CS advantage. That Zora's not taking the Q, not taking the Mantra Q. I have to say, in the amount I don't play Karma, but the amount of times I've seen Karma played and seen how much damage, it's not how much damage, how long it takes for that Mantra Q to get off, it really does feel like it should be buffed. Again. But it is what it is at the moment. Ray desperately trying to get some CS, having to use up his mana. He is now out of mana, he's not going to be able to use anymore. It's another very good volley from Ash. He's managed to hit both of them. And I think Ray is going to go... No, Ray is going to choose to stick around. And Ash is just able to freely attack the turret there. That's going to stop her. Oh, he does take... That's a very good combination by Karma there. He manages to get the snare off and keep Favzy in that Mantrid Q, and they're going to get the first kill. And he's going to go once again, hitting Ray with the Q there. Ray is going to stick around just because I think, and Is Favzy gonna... Favzy's not even here now. What I'm talking about. That was very, very good reactions by Harry there. Harry jumped straight on him, managed to get the Q off, and that's 2-0 to Ham and Sam there. Well played to them. Bad luck there to Ray and Favzy. This is the last round of normal 2v2s. We go into top 4 after this, and I think it's safe definitely to say that we won't be seeing Ray and Favzy in it, but they've put up a very good fight. They were the mystery couple in this game. Both of them went into the 2v2 not knowing who they were going to be put with, whereas every other team has gone in with a partner specifically. So it's been very difficult for them as they don't know each other's play style. But well done to Ham and Sam. They get another point, and we may or may not see them in the top 4. Off the top of my head, I don't think they've won both of their other games. But if they have won their other game, they have just won this one as well. No, they won't have played Ray and Favzy if they'd won all of their games. So we may yet see them in the top 4. Depends on the rest of the matchups. But thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.